Need, officer. Take a look.
I serve as the liaison officer, relaying orders directly from the Admiralty. How may I assist you today, Captain? These are current orders from the headquarters. Your eyes only.
Welcome back. Welcome to Uboat. Welcome. So today we are starting a new chapter. It's 3 new sub-category or sub-chapters have just started. We've got to, how do I say, let's have a quick look at this.
Take care, Captain. May your next mission be a success.
For a moment, just getting a few things sorted. Right, today we have got 3 new areas to start. Got to install a weather station, which is a one-off mission. We've got Operation Drumbeat, which is a series of attacks which has to be completed by 1943, which the date is now 1941, so we've got 2 years to complete those. This one's a bit later, 44, so we're going to be leaving that. I'm only sort of doing the missions to get them completed. 44 as well, but I might actually get this one done and then head on to the Drumbeat after that. I have actually now, I had the Black Pit, the southern routes is now complete, and Gibraltar 1945, so I'll be leaving that to a little bit later for the Mediterranean. But this over here is the Caribbean, by all accounts. Caribbean Sea. So we're going to be heading out to the Caribbean to get this one over and done with, and then we're going to get the crew and myself, we're going to then head on over to the Drumbeat, Operation Drumbeat. Now, I've watched a few videos on this particular mission. It is problematic. Fuel is a huge thing. It's several thousand.
Change course.
Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, we're looking at probably, judging from that, close to 10,000 kilometers to the actual mission location.
Change course.
Very close. So that's 4,500 just in this one leg here. So fuel is a major one, but that's not a problem with the dive schedule and a few of the other things, and I just want to show that today. And I wanted to show completion of this particular mission because this is a good one to get out of the way. It's basically you've got to go out, you've got to blow up some fuel silos on this at this port, but they have defenses, so you've got to get around that. But I'll show you as soon as we get there. But it's really fuel economy at this stage. That is the key. So what we're going to do is accept attack on Aruba, and then I think
Need, officer.
I might try and change my deck gun shells. Flares. Yeah, we need Yeah, we want the large caliber HE ammo for this particular mission, which I have 30, full power, full on food, full on fuel, torpedoes. Could actually get rid of a few of these. I was using a few of these ones, the older type, to actually, because they do have speed, you can make them go faster. I was testing them out on a carrier, but that's not to worry for today. It's really just a matter of getting over here with enough fuel to get back. And we've got milk cows all set up in locations right now, so we can actually use those, but if I do this properly we won't need those guys. So we've got several T5s, so I might just switch those up if we have any in stock. The T5s seem to be becoming more scarce in the actual inventory, which is a bit of a pain. I didn't even research the actual fat torpedo, but now they're showing up in my my marketplace where I buy my torpedoes. So there's pretty much just the fat. Yeah, I might just change it to these and see how we go with those. Get a mixture of both. Okay, just to see what they're all about. I think the fat are alright. It's the loots that are a bit of a problem. I try and avoid those unless I've got a specific mission that's sort of useful. Right, so let's get underway and get this over and done with as fast and as efficiently as possible.
Change course. Set a course to these coordinates. Set a course to these coordinates. Set a course to these coordinates. Slow ahead.
With the dive schedule, which I plan on setting up, I've set up already. It's vital you don't have the snorkel up, and this is all for fuel economics. You will see what I'm talking about in a few moments. I've just got to get it out of port, but I'm just going to put on my introduction here now, and I'll speak after. Oh.
Let's take 50 degrees. Slow astern.
Aircraft, we're under attack. So what I'm going to do is take it back inside under cover.
Full astern.
Report sent. Torpedo in tube 2 maintained.
We do not want to be out there right now.
Set a course to these coordinates.
Let's have a look. Phew, that was close.
Affirmative.
Yeah, we're under a bombing raid, and these can take quite a while. So I'm glad that it was just as we were coming out of the actual pens, because now we're protected. And we're going to stay in here, and if we go out there they'll just absolutely hammer us for hours and hours and hours. It's not like a quick thing. They don't stop. They just keep coming at you.
Torpedo in tube 3 maintained.
They're still there now.
Bearing 35 degrees.
Torpedo in tube 4 maintained.
Right, looks like
Cancel.
they're gone. Excellent. Right, let's continue. Start again.
Change course.
Torpedo in tube 5 maintained.
The pens are good. Obviously now the boat didn't sustain any damage. That's what we were all about.
Set a course to these coordinates.
And they actually build them themselves now. You don't have to do that. You know, the headquarters will now build it. It's an operations slot management and they just build it automatically. So it's just, might as well utilize that. Keep an eye out for planes. Right, here we go.
Slow ahead.
Anyway, I'm going to put on a bit of an introduction there, and then off we go to attack Aruba on Aruba.
Welcome. This is Personal Computer Gameplay, presenting another U-boat mission. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the show. Also, thanks Deepwater Studio and Playway for the ongoing support. I hope to be posting more content in the not-too-distant future. Thanks for watching. Best of luck.
Right, welcome back. I just, the last video I've seen of this actual particular mission was filmed a year ago, and it was done by an actual a German man who did it. I'm not too sure of the link. I might actually put his link in the actual description there, but it was very authentic, which I'm probably not, and it was just good to hear. And he had the whole mission there, but he was complaining in his video about the fuel, and I don't believe he was actually using a dive schedule. So we're going to be testing that out today. Theoretically, you want to get there and do the mission and have, you know, use about 15 to 20% if you're lucky of your fuel, which is, you know, for 10,000, close to 10,000 kilometers, that's a very good, economically speaking, you know, that's a very good run. You can actually keep your speed right down to like 2 and go the whole way with your dive schedule as well, and that will be very economical. But today we're going to go pretty much full power, or maybe even forward 3. The whole way we go probably full speed, and I'm just going to see with the dive schedule how much difference it is from actually running it on forward 2. So here we go. Speeding up time a bit there. Doesn't look like
Captain, we have reached our target. Set a course to these coordinates. Change course. Change course.
from memory, last time I did this mission, they lock you in there because the Caribbean's got a series of islands, and that's where they're patrolling a lot, so you've got to be careful coming out. But I found a way through. It's fairly straightforward, but you've got to keep that in mind when you're escaping. Right, running at full speed. We're going to go with dive scheduling, which is 6 hours on, 6 hours off. Now let's...
Time for a break.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
On duty. Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observations.
Captain,
Not really worried about
to the
anything else
surface.
at this stage. We're
We've
just
been
trying to get out
notified
here.
by a nearby U-boat of a probable target in the area.
Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observations.
This is the dive schedule.
Captain,
We've
we've risen to the
used,
surface.
yeah, running at full
Captain,
speed.
we've risen to the surface. Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observation.
We do use more fuel. If we run it at
Captain,
slower
we've
speed,
risen to the surface.
you would actually get out here and you'd have tons of fuel left. So if you run it on like forward one the whole way,
We've risen
it would
to
probably
the
take
surface.
days
New orders
extra.
have just come through from headquarters.
Ah, someone's been promoted in the crew.
To maintain. What are your orders, Captain?
Captain?
Turn on the pump.
The headquarters sent a message for you. Your brother has been promoted to sergeant.
Oh, your brother.
That's fantastic. I always knew he had it in him. I can't wait to write to him and congratulate him. Thank you, Captain.
Compartments are dry.
Turn off the pump.
Right, back to it.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface
The
observations.
milk cow I have is actually set up around here at the DK area, so
Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface
well, it should be over
observation.
here perhaps.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Captain, we're at periscope depth.
But as you can see, look how much fuel. I've actually run this on
Captain,
on
we've risen to
forward
the
2 and
surface.
it only used like 15%.
Periscope depth.
I've run now at nearly 50%. So
Change course.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Captain, we have reached our target. Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface
yeah,
observations.
we're just above 50%, half the fuel use. So gonna have to be very careful here. Could have actually run it. I should have run it on a slower speed.
We're in shallow waters, Captain.
Set a course to these coordinates. Turn on the pump.
Alright, destroy 3 oil tanks on the land.
Set a course to these coordinates. Set a course to these coordinates.
We don't want to get, the key is not getting too close. In fact, light surface the boat. Doesn't seem to be anybody around.
Blow the tanks. Current depth 5 meters.
Can't really see anything, which is bad. fuel is... it's...
Turn off the diesel compressor. Half ahead.
fuel is really going down quickly on over here, but 10,000 miles travel, a fuel tank, a tank of gas, that's pretty good.
Change course. Alarm, take your positions.
Remember your training, everyone. Stay calm and focused.
Ah, there it is there, but I cannot get too close. I'm going to save it right here.
Join the watch crew. Affirmative. I could use some help over here. Affirmative. Man the listening room.
I could use some help over here.
Yes, sir. I'm on it.
Right, what to do? Can I see the land? What's the distance to that?
Change course.
Oh, it's very close. I'm gonna straighten it up.
Full ahead.
Full stop.
All engines stop.
Alright, let's get the skipper on the boat. Now these AA guns, they would tell me if they could see my sub right now, then I'd be in trouble. But I'm thinking this fog is actually a good thing, because it's going to give me time to shoot, do my thing, and then submerge the boat and get away from this location without sustaining any damage myself.
Captain, we've been spotted.
Sharp, don't panic. We'll handle this.
Oh yeah. I thought it was oil tanks. Oh, escape from the area, just like that. Quick, quick.
Periscope depth. Full astern.
I've got to get out of here. The destroyers, that's the first time I've actually done this where it's so smooth. Now I'm taking the boat down because they've got AA guns all the way around here. It's the fog, the perfect weather conditions. If it was like broad daylight and nice clear day, they probably would have seen me.
Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observations.
Okay, now we have to escape the area. Ah, look at that, we're getting surrounded. There is a fleet of destroyers coming this way, and a fleet of, well, 2 to 3, 2 to 6.
Change course.
Now what I'm going to
Alarm,
try and do is check the depth right now.
Alarm, cancel.
Check the depth right now. 2 to 3. 2 to 6. 2 to 6. 2 to 3. 2 to 6. 2 to 3. 2 to 6. 2 to 3. 2 to 6. 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 2 to 6.
Half ahead.
Is if it's
Give me a current eco sounder reading.
it's diveable, I'm gonna sit on the ocean floor and wait for these guys to pass me by.
The seabed is at least 150 meters below the keel, Captain. Depth measurement was inconclusive.
Give me a current eco sounder reading.
That's
Depth
good.
under keel is 2, 3, 7
Perfect.
meters.
Right, let's all stop.
Dive to 265 meters. Switch to electric motors. Current depth 55 meters. We're a well-oiled machine. Let's show the enemy what a U-boat can do.
We're going down to the bottom.
120 meters.
We're just gonna sit down there.
Current depth 140 meters. Blue lights. All hands solid.
Turn off all noise.
165 meters.
In fact, I'll even shut the bulkheads just in case.
185 meters.
Now I've got my, because I made I think 3 to 4 sea wolves on my last trip. I had a bit of a stressful time for the crew, and I broke one of them unfortunately, and he had to be removed from the crew, and then he had a panic attack. It wasn't for him, but the rest were all sea wolves. So I got 3, I think 3 or 4. Let's have a look at that.
210 meters.
We're still not at the bottom. Gotta put him on depth control. Now we're going down. Now we're down. Right, we want to stay down here. This is, we're sitting at, just around 230 meters deep, which is perfect. Now these guys, they will be looking for us hard out. They know we're here. But we've hidden away. I don't know where those other boats have gone. They're not actually on this anymore. Ah, there they are. Right, thank goodness. Crew is starting to get stressed out. I haven't seen them on holiday. I must admit they haven't had a break for probably a year or so. I know it sounds hard, but I'm on a time schedule, you know, so keeping them working is very important as a boss. But I think I'll give them a holiday this year, you know. Not a slave driver. Anyway, no, it just makes the sea wolves. That's basically why I don't send them on the breaks. It's makes them like you can get into this type of thing. All your crew. Oh, hang on a moment here. Oh, that might have been. Right, no. I was thinking of something else. I haven't actually got this. I got 2 off this one, and I think I got 4 off a previous mission, but I reloaded something on that because I was testing something else. So I apologise for that, my mistake. But that's how you make the sea wolves anyway. Getting back to that, you don't see them on breaks, and then if you want to really pump them out, which I don't like to do because they start getting super angry, is turn off one of the cleanings on this, on one of the shifts. That seems to annoy the heck out of them. They've got the food, but
Maximum safe depth. Full ahead.
but they don't sort of continually annoys them, and that's what you want to make sea wolves, you see. Then they are solid.
Current depth 225
Shallow
meters.
waters, Captain.
200 meters.
But I must have actually had that on a previous save that I was doing for something else, and I did get that, but I might have gone back over something from memory. I've had to jiggle a few of the missions around because I went out in the southern routes there, and I didn't get many like freighters, and I had to actually muck around for that one. you've got to get a certain amount. I think I actually came across some destroyers or something like that, and had to reload for that, and that's probably where the confusion was. But that's alright. Seawalls are great to have in a crunch, but they're not necessary. This crew I've got here, they're good value. They've been through it. You might have a few have to be replaced, but it's the seawalls, the ones you put the specializations on, you know, and that's really what it comes down to. You want to get all those specializations on there for silent running and you know, other things like that, and depth control, but you don't want to be putting it on guys that have panic attacks, because you know, there's no real point. They're going to be replaced and you're wasting those points. Sooner or later they will have a bit of a meltdown on the ship, and that's life, you know. You just gotta take it in your stride, you know. So you don't want to be chucking all your specialization points on you know, like I've got 17 now, that as I get seawalls I can either put it on discipline, silent running, or diving. I usually run up 10 on the silent running straight away, and then the diving speed, depending if there's a lot of planes around, you might want to chuck a few on there, extra ones. So I get this up, it's usually 10 on this, 10 on that, and I don't really want the discipline, because with the sea wolves you don't really need it. Those guys are full on disciplined, so there's nothing you throw at those guys and that they will not basically take care of business with, you know. So
Bow torpedo tubes repaired.
looks like we're going to have to, we're running at about 50% fuel. We're going to have to go and get some fuel from the milk cow.
Time for a break. Ready for duty.
Right, we do not have enough fuel to return. Well, that's alright. What we're going to do now is, I have 2 milk cows in this area, so what I'm going to do is go to my radio operator.
Man the radio room.
Skipper?
Torpedo in tube 5 maintained.
And I'm going to go to his equipment, press resupply.
Message received.
Great. That's... oh, I think that actually marks it on your map. Where is that? No, it doesn't. It should do though. Oh, we've just come into 1942. And I think that's just DE2. I can hardly read that. Right.
Change course.
In fact,
Set a course to these coordinates.
I'm going to put a mark on there. DE2. Right, gonna head out there now.
Change course.
Sorry about that, it looked like the F2, which, yeah, I wasn't too sure about that. We've got enough fuel to get...
Blow the tanks.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
I'm gonna keep it on.
So tired. On duty.
Torpedo and tube 3 maintained.
I'm gonna keep it on low. How far we've got to travel? Nearly 2. I'm gonna do snorkel, but I'm gonna keep it on low speed the whole way, and that should save enough fuel to get here.
Torpedo and tube 4 maintained.
In fact, I'll
Half
run
ahead.
like that. And I better check their food supply too. Oh, there's water in here somehow.
Turn on the pump.
Oh, that might be when we were in that depth that before.
Torpedo and tube 5
There's
maintained.
only a small amount. So, 5 meters, oh, just nearly 6 meters square water. So,
Torpedo and tube
okay,
1
snorkels
maintained.
in. Let's do dive schedule all the way there.
Captain, we're periscope depth. Ready for surface observations.
Captain, we've risen to the surface. Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Captain?
Right, let's quickly court-martial that guy because he's been doing sedition.
Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observations.
Oh, I haven't checked the food. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, look at that. You do get that with your seawolves, unfortunately, too, is that they will be court-martialed, but they come back to your crew. It's just they're taken, they become, how do I say, inactive for a certain amount of time. It's like military police, you know, they throw you in a brig for going against what's their orders. But that's all right, you know. It's just a matter of you get that situation basically. But I find if I don't chuck them in the actual in the brig, or I don't get them on the court-martial, then something else will happen. Usually one of the crew members will fall off the ship or something stupid like that.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
Captain, we're periscope depth. Ready for surface observations. 15 meters.
Captain, we've risen to the surface.
All engines stop.
Oh, I can actually return to port right now.
Torpedo in tube 1 maintained. Torpedo
Yeah.
in tube 2 maintained.
I'm not too sure what's going on there. I think the milk cow's around here somewhere.
Torpedo in tube 4 maintained.
Night lights. Half ahead.
I can't really see, but I can actually return to port. I think I'm gonna...
Periscope depth.
Captain, we're at periscope depth. Ready for surface observations.
Switch to electric motors.
Captain, we've reached our target.
Torpedo in tube 4 maintained.
It doesn't seem to be a milk cow around here anywhere, so what I'm going to do is quickly check that. Yeah, should be here. DE2. Which I'm sort of wondering now whether I should just oh, look at that. Not enough fuel to return. I've got to find this milk cow. Where are they? I should have actually taken that. Oh, that's alright. I want to find, for the video, I want to find, for the recording, I want to find this milk cow. It's sort of, it should be here. I don't know why it's not really showing up. Fact, all stop.
All engines stop.
Let's re-request.
Message received.
Ah, coordinates added to the map, right. Now that's what I was after before. And is that it there? Right.
Set a course
Okay.
to these coordinates. Half ahead.
Submarine, straight ahead.
Yep, that's what I'm after.
Torpedo in tube 2 maintained. Torpedo in tube 3 maintained.
Excellent. So as you get closer, you re-request and it will show you where the actual refill, the milk cow is.
All engines stop.
All engines stop. And I see the radio man.
5 maintained.
It's a relief because nothing is worse than getting stranded out here with no fuel. got no survivors to transfer. Ah, they've got... Let's take some fuel, that's what we really want. And equipment. Got plenty of that. Food. Don't need any of that. Got tons. Fuel, torpedoes, haven't used any. Oh, that's pretty much it. Right, that's that. Oh, well, thanks so much. I'm just going to put on the final score there, but thanks so much for watching, and hey, that was pretty easy, although I know it gets harder, this particular one. I'm just going to click mission complete, because it's only just like travelling back. I could actually go hunt for a convoy on the way back, but there's no real point. Because I want to come back out here for the drumbeat quests missions later. So yeah, hopefully that's going to help you. If you've seen how I've done that, that might get you where you need to go in this game. So thanks so much for watching, and cheers for that. Alright, see you soon.